Hey everyone, welcome back. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of talk around Bigo Live, with people claiming there's a method to get unlimited diamonds. They say it's quick, easy, and works on both Android and iPhone. But honestly, I've seen these kinds of claims before, and most of them don't really hold up. So I decided to test it myself and record everything from start to finish. In this video, I'll show you exactly what I did, what happened during the process, and whether anything actually changed on my Bigo Live account. Let's jump into it. Before trying anything, I wanted to check my account so I could compare the results later. After checking everything, I started following the instructions that were being shared online. The first thing I needed was my player ID. You probably know that every account has its own unique ID. I opened the profile section and found mine within a few seconds. Since it's an important part of the process, I made sure to save it before moving on. Nothing unusual here so far. Pretty standard. After that, I opened my browser and checked out the site people were talking about. At first glance, everything looked pretty simple. The layout wasn't complicated, and it seemed built for mobile users. I searched for Bigo Live, selected the option related to diamonds, and moved on to the next step. At that point, I was still curious to see where the process would actually lead. After that, I was asked to enter a few account details. The main thing required was the player ID that I had copied earlier. There was also an option to select the platform I was playing on. Once everything was filled in correctly, I continued to the next screen. The site then displayed a loading animation and started showing various connection messages. It looked like the system was processing something in the background. Of course, whether any of that was actually happening is impossible to know just by looking at the screen. A few moments later, I reached the section where I could choose the amount of resources. There were several different options available. For the purpose of this test, I selected one of the larger amounts because it would be easier to notice if anything changed later. After making the selection, I continued and waited for the process to finish. The loading screen ran for a little while before moving on to the final stage. Before the process could be completed, there was one more requirement. The site asked for a verification step. This seems to be pretty common with sites that make these kinds of claims. I'd already completed this step while preparing to record the video, so I won't be doing it again. I followed the instructions and completed the process. So, let's skip to the most interesting part, the final result, and see what would happen. Now for the part I was most curious about. After everything was done, I closed it all down, reopened Bigo Live, and went straight to my account to check the diamonds. What I noticed was interesting. The balance updated right after logging back in. No extra steps, no waiting around, and nothing else to do in between. It was definitely not what I was expecting when I started the test. And that's the complete test. Now, you've seen the full test from beginning to end, so you can make your own opinion about it. If you've ever tried something similar before, let me know your experience in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear whether your results were different. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more mobile gaming hack tests and experiments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.